Today we're going to be making pumpkin streusel bread. Let's get started. 1/2 cup of butter softened, 2 eggs, 1 cup of pumpkin puree, not pumpkin pie filling, 1 teaspoon each of baking soda and baking powder, 1½ cups of flour, 1 cup of brown sugar, optional, 1/2 cup of chopped nuts. I have pecans here, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 1 tablespoon of pumpkin pie spice. First of all, the pan size is about 8½ by 4½, and you can just measure the bottom to get that dimension. And normally you would turn the bread upside down, invert it to cool, but you don't want to do that with the streusel because you'll knock all the stuff off. But I would recommend putting a sling of parchment in. Just spray your pan. Have my oven preheated to 350. Butter and the sugar, and we'll let that cream together for about a minute. We'll put in our pumpkin. You'll want to scrape down the side a time or two. 2 teaspoons of vanilla or so, and mix that. Pumpkin pie spice, baking soda and baking powder. Mix that in. Flour, mix it very, very gently. You don't want to mix once you get the flour in when you're making like a quick bread. You don't want to mix the dough too much or your bread will be tough. Finish mixing it with my spatula here. There we go. Then I'll just fold that in. Now it's ready to put in our pan. Okay, now I'll just spread it out. You can also use this recipe to make muffins. I will bake it for about 60 to 70 minutes, about 55 minutes. I'll insert a toothpick to see if it's coming out clean. It should be about 200 to 210 degrees inside. So for the streusel, we need 1/2 cup of packed brown sugar, 1 cup of flour, and 6 tablespoons of very soft butter, and 1/2 teaspoon of our pumpkin pie spice. Stir that with a fork and then go into it with my fingers. I think that's good enough. Sprinkle it on top of our bread. Now it's ready to go into the oven. Okay, it has come out of the oven, and man, does my house smell amazing. Okay, the final step is the glaze. Now you don't have to do this. 1 cup of powdered sugar, 1 tablespoon of maple syrup, 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla, 1 tablespoon of heavy cream. Probably, yeah, it says 1 tablespoon, but I would say more like 2 tablespoons. Yeah, a glaze is supposed to just drizzle over the side. So we'll let that set up for just a few minutes. Ooh, that looks yummy.